Christmas is over. So how you doing today, guys? My name is Codename Big Bear, or Stuart if you want to call me by my first name. So today is the first video of the new year of 2021 from the Bear's Den. I'm going to give you my list of my favourite games that I played in the last year. So here we go. Number 10! Bit of a cheat, sorry about this. It is my game, Sinister Vibes, that myself and Nickbox produced at Let's Go to the Grindhouse. It is a FMV game, so you click a button and you watch a film, essentially, and gives you a thing. It's quite cool. It was recently banned on Steam, so that's fun, but there are ways to play it. The link is below, I promise. Number 9! Number 9 is a game that didn't actually come out in 2020, it came out in 2019 on PC and Steam, but it came out on the Switch in 2020, and probably one of my favourite games of the time. I played quite a lot. Also, I'm still kind of like up there and in the leaderboards, at least on one of them. I think I'm third on one of the leaderboards, which is quite fun, but it is a game called Singled Out, where you have to literally single out a face by matching 3 things on the side and just clicking them. And they just explode. You hit the wrong one, game ends, and you've got 20 rounds to get through. It is a really, really fun game and definitely worth looking into. Number 8! This is a game I haven't reviewed yet, and I am going to do a review of it, but it's a game called Behold the Kickmen. It's quite an unusual game for me to play because it is football based, and I flipping hate football. But this is a football arcade game where honestly I was chuckling from beginning to end. I haven't officially completed it yet, but yeah, you can name your characters all sorts of things. I think I named mine Ball Fondler 1. That's his main character name, and Ball Fondler number 1. And you just play this game where it's like a round football pitch, and you've got to just score as many goals as you possibly can in an arcade top-down style fashion. You get upgrades, you get kind of RPG style things going on. You also got a story going on, which is also quite funny, and it's definitely worth looking into. And I genuinely think it was the number 8 best game I played this year. Number 7. Number 7 is Battletoads on the Xbox One. Xbox Game Pass is there for free. Battletoads is just fantastic. I genuinely love this game. It really put some nostalgia back to me as well. It was rock hard in some parts, only in some parts. Most of the time it was a relatively easy game. The new art style I really love, some people really hate, but I just do believe as a couch co-op game, or even if you're playing with somebody online, or even by yourself, it is just a fantastic game and definitely deserves playing. I believe I gave it like an 8 out of 10, I think. I can't remember, I'm not doing scores anymore, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But it is number 7 on my list, Battletoads. Oh, it is a game batter for me, so good. Number 6! Number 6 is Sam and Max Save the World Remake. I've only played it recently, but I love that game so much, it just had to be here. The new polish on this game, the new sound quality, the new music you get as well, the way everything moves, the way everything flows without any kind of real glitches, it is such a good little remaster or remake that you get. And it's Sam and Max, so it's just hilarious as well. The fact this game came out this year was unexpected for me. I wasn't expecting it to come out, and it was just exciting to play. And again, genuinely love this game, and I think it deserves the number 6 spot on my list. Number 5! Now, as you all know, I am a retro game enthusiast. I love retro gaming, so this game was just absolutely up there. It is Jay and Silent Bob More Brawl. This game has absolutely whooped me left, right, and centre. I've not got very far in this game at all, but I genuinely love it. It's just a really cool side-scrolling beat-em-up where you play as Jay or Silent Bob, and you can do couch co-op as well, and you just get your way through them all, and you're fighting iconic things from Mallrats as well as other things from the View Askew universe, and just generally flipping awesome game. Deserves to be number 5. Number 4! Number 4 is a game where you just get to be a superhero, and it was so much fun. I mean, for some people maybe it shouldn't be up this high. I did kind of just say it wasn't very good in certain aspects and certain points, but the main crux of the game is so good, and I genuinely love it so much. It is Iron Man VR. Iron Man VR is excellent. If you have PSVR, get this game. It is so worth it. I promise you, you're going to have a great time being Tony Stark. You're going to have a fantastic time. Number 3! is Tony Hawk's 1 and 2 Pro Skater remake, or Pro Skater 1 and 2 remake. It just, nostalgia, oh, so much fun. The amount of nostalgia that comes with this game, if you played it back in the day, fantastic. All the modern controls with it as well really helps this game just pop and makes it separate from the original games as well. The new graphics, it just looks gorgeous. The soundtrack that's with there, the fact you can turn original controls on and off is just, it's awesome. It's so good. This game is worth playing if you like skateboarding. If you've ever heard of Tony Hawk, give it a go. And if you haven't, well, give it a go. It's a fantastic game. I was so surprised by it. I was genuinely expecting it to be absolutely rubbish, especially after Tony Hawk's 5. So, yeah, nice back to form game here. So, yes. Number 2. Number 2 is yet again another remake. I'm sorry about this, guys. But it is Trials of Mana 3D Remake. Truly a game that I wasn't expecting to be any good. I had played Trials of Mana, the original 2D, not long before this game came out. I got the collection of Mana for it, and I played a bit of that then. I really enjoyed it, and I was expecting it to be pretty naff, considering Secret of Mana, the 3D remake, was apparently broken and rubbish. But Trials of Mana, the 3D version, I couldn't put it down. I just sank 60 plus hours into that game, and I just fell in love with it absolutely every step of the way, to the point that I'm like, oh, do I go back and play the 2D version? Of course I will go back and play the 2D version, don't worry about that, it's going to happen. But this game was just so good, a beautiful looking game, great characters, really cool story as well, and the fact it has a little bit of extra story thrown on at the end as well that isn't in the original version is just really nice. I keep saying really nice, but that's what I'm doing anyway. 2 honorable mentions for here, because these games are years and years old. They are just remasters. They haven't really been improved in any way, like no major graphical overhauls. Some slight tweaks here and there, but also they are games that they're that old, But the collection of Mario 3D All-Stars is here as an honorable mention. It is just, they're 3 great games and everyone deserves to play them. And the other one is Star Wars Pod Racer, because Star Wars Pod Racing is so good and people haven't spoken about it enough, and including myself. Again, I will do a review at some point, but we haven't spoken about it enough. And they are 2 honorable mentions there for you. Okay, so I've not played that many games this year that came out this year. But one game I did that just needs to mention because it genuinely disappointed me so much that it needs to be on my personal worst games list, and it's Marvel's Avengers. That game, that game was bad. I mean, the story was very fun, and like, the way it works is alright. But the fact that you were never a fully fledged, like you weren't your full overpowered selves by the end of the game, and you were still kind of like nothing compared to what you can be if you go and play the after game. Really disappointed me, and the fact that you can't replay the campaign is just disappointing as well. Marvel Avengers is my worst game of 2020. It just is. I'm sorry. If you hate me, fine, don't care. Number 1! Number 1 is such a stupid game. Now, you may have noticed I don't have any Last of Us or anything like that on this list because I've not played those games. I just haven't played them. I don't really touch PlayStation all that much. One PlayStation game I did get was Manizer, and honestly, again, it was one of those games I picked up and I just couldn't put it down. I loved every second of it. There was some frustrating moments, but there was only some and very slight. But the fact you play as this man-eating killer shark and you're just wrecking the place, hell yeah, that was so much fun. If you've never played Manizer, seriously pick it up. You're gonna have a great time, I promise you. You essentially are playing a shark RPG. You get to upgrade your skills and be a shark and just chomp down on people and take down like Moby Dick at one point, essentially. Killer whales, sperm whales. It's Manizer. Manizer is my favorite game of this year, and I absolutely loved it. So good. So there you go, guys. That was my top 10 list of the games I played this year, that came out this year. So let me know what you think down below. Write, comment, subscribe, all that gubbins. If you disagree with me, again, let me know. Yeah, if you do agree with me, if you think Manizer is the top 1, yeah, I'm with you, man. But if you didn't, then fair enough. But guys, most of all, it has just been Christmas. I hope you had a really great Christmas. New Year is just around the corner. It's literally a couple of days. I hope New Year brings you some great prosperity and you have a really great time as well. But hope you have a great day. And most of all, don't forget to be nice to each other, yeah?